You know, wood turning's been around for centuries. Now, in those early days, it was just for cups and bows. And then there's Richard Adams, who came along with a whole new concept of doing wood turning. He's taken it to a new art form.
It's a sweet getaway, you can spend the whole day. It's all free and it's all in your head. It's a beautiful view and it's waiting for you to come see that it's all in your head. A place to rest a while.
Okay,
A place to find your smile.
let's see what we can make out of this.
When your life is too strange and you long for a change, guaranteed that it's all in your
I usually don't see much when I'm looking at a block of wood. It's not until I start cutting on it. Usually I'll have some idea of where I'm going with it, but it takes a little bit of getting into it before I realize exactly where I'm going with it. I learned woodworking from my father. He has always been an inspiration to me. He's mainly a carpenter, but he would allow me to spend some time in his shop and work with his saws, and he showed me the safety and everything. And I started making boxes, little small jewelry boxes, and that's where it began. And then finally he bought a lathe, and when he bought that lathe, that's when it really kicked off. Really, I got a video for him to watch, and it stayed in the case. He never even took the cellophane wrapper off of it. So I thought, well, let me take a look at it. And so one day I opened that up, and it was just tremendous. Just seeing the wood shavings fly, and I thought, let me just really give that a shot. And so that's what I did, and I just got hooked instantly. I get my wood primarily from right here in eastern Kentucky. Logging leftovers. I've never cut a tree, never had to cut a tree. There's so many trees that are down. People will call me and say, look, you know, I've got this beautiful dogwood tree, do you want it? I really don't have a favorite wood to work with. I think whatever wood I'm working with at the moment is my favorite piece of wood. This piece is primarily finished, but I'm getting ready to get rid of the foot that was on it. I used a chuck to grip the foot, to hold it while I was shaping the bowl. And so this kind of little jig that I have here is helping me to remove this bottom and make it really smooth. Once I get this nub off of here, it'll be a little bit easier. It's just a nice piece of burl, and I really don't want to lose it. Experience is something you get just after you needed it, you say. This is a maple burl right here, and it has some ambrosia beetle damage. I wouldn't call it damage, I call it art, basically. Here's another little area where a little ambrosia beetle was near here, and they basically just make the wood beautiful. I don't worry about
borers getting into the wood. There are some wood turners who can't stand to have any type of insect damage at all, but I look at it as if they got to the wood before I did. So they kind of help me out. It's a collaboration of sorts. So that's what I like about that. The burl is with these eyes is just really, I like this piece. This is a pretty piece. It's nice. It'll still need to be buffed up. It just has a coat of oil and beeswax on it, but it's almost done. The best piece that I ever made, it was not a bowl. It was a pepper grinder for my wife. It was made out of cocobolo rosewood. It's a South American exotic, and it is just the most beautiful pepper grinder. It's in use every day, and it has a nice patina to it, and it's just beautiful. And my wife likes it, so I like it. The biggest compliment that I've gotten on my work would have to be when someone outside of friends and family buy my work. I think that's the biggest compliment. And I've actually seen people fighting over a certain piece, which just really humbles me. I mean, I still feel I'm relatively new to the field of wood turning, and I just have a lot of fun with it. Just watching the shavings fly and coming upon different forms. And I've had some pieces that I don't particularly like that people fall in love with. Now that's just different tastes. That's all there is to it.